And now we're in storm season. 12 people are sick. So we got 10 farmers wounded, 11 of them sick. We could do right. Uralda. We need to sacrifice to Uralda. We should dispense clan fairly healthy. Okay. So whatever we want to do, we need to make a sacrifice. We need to make a sacrifice of 5 cows. And what are we doing? Are we gonna try and learn more from her, or do we want to increase the fertility of our cows? Learning mysteries means that we either learn new blessings from her that might unlock, or she can possibly teach us about some hero quests. So, new stuff? Okay. Let's see. We should sacrifice more to learn. All blessings are precious. Sacrifice more to learn. Sacrifice more to learn. Sacrifice to learn more. Okay. There's never guarantee. We should sacrifice at least 7 cows. Goods worth at least 7 cows. Okay. All of Uralda's blessings precious. Okay. But this guy specifically said 5 cows, right? That shaman said 5 cows. Should we do... See, I don't know if that means it only needs to be 5 cows, or if we should also do more plus the 5 cows. Should we just stick with the 5 cows he said? Okay. Just the 5 cows. Sacrifice the cows. Our god talkers received only confused visions. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, boy. Is this the wedding we're talking about? There might be another wedding here. You host a wedding banquet for the marriage of the high-ranking young warrior Maniski to Leica, a sweet and courteous young maiden from the Anzarni. You are welcoming Leica into our clan and celebrating the original wedding of Orlanth and Ernalda. Our relations with the bride's clan are very good, but relations can never be too good, so give gifts to the Anzarni. The Carls are in a good mood. There is no need to cheer them up further, so compose a poem to the Anzarni, compose a poem to the warriors, which would probably continue this feud between the warriors and the Carls. Give gifts to the Anzarni, or give blessings to the Anzarni. At the wedding of Leibarth and Ulfreda, Erarth, the tragic king, toasted the spirits of his ancestors, save one. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Loricon. Just over there babbling on. The warriors are already proud, as Orlanthi should be. No need to pamper them. So she says give it to the Carls, give a poem to the Anzarni, give gifts to the Anzarni, or give blessings to the Anzarni. Bless them, but do not give up too much magic. We do have 2 magic still. They will return our blessings, give us great luck, so she says give blessings. The Carls are in a great mood, no need to cheer them up further. Okay. So, yeah, possibly. So now this makes me nervous, though. Like, is this the wedding that What's-His-Face was talking about? We might have to give another sacrifice. Loricon was just babbling on about once upon a time there was a wedding and this guy didn't sacrifice to or didn't toast one of his ancestors, and I imagine something bad happened. It's not relevant, whatever it is. But pretty much everyone else is saying either give them gifts or give blessings and maybe even write a poem. So looks like there's more weight towards giving gifts or blessings. What these were saying, though, was give a blessing and we might get blessings in return, increasing our luck. We do have some extra magic. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just plain toast. I'd be upset too. Well, that, this does complicate things now with that shaman. I feel like we're gonna have to give a sacrifice just in case. Because he said a marriage, but I don't remember what else he said. He said it was like a high-profile one, didn't he? I don't know. So let's go for blessings. Trade blessings with the Ansarni. Okay, we'll trade blessings with the Ansarni. How much of our magic do we want to give? Probably just one. Save the other one just in case. Season's not over yet. Okay, just the one. They blessed us in return. Our god talkers told us the Ansarni had given us much luck. Well, hey, maybe that'll help. If we do more Uralda sacrificing. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. We had a marriage. We then did the sacrifice like the shaman said. When we sacrificed, that triggered that other wedding. So, is it possible that we did what he said and it just triggered a secondary wedding? Or was that the wedding that we now need to sacrifice for? Should we do another sacrifice just in case? Oh man. Each sacrifice triggers a new wedding. That would actually be kind of funny, because then we could just improve our marriage relations with all our friends, and then they all want to be our tribes. Actually, I should write that down. We have weddings with the Boscovi and the Ansarni. I'm just thinking, because if this marriage thing might help us if we're trying to get them to be allies with us. So that might be an important thing to write down. Okay, let's sacrifice just in case. So 5 more cows. Okay. So, just more cows. Should we do mysteries, or should we do the calf blessing this time? I feel like sacrificing cows for a calf blessing is a little bit... like, we're killing some cows to the cow mother and hoping to be blessed with more cows. It's a little bit weird. And, you know, that's... He did say cows, not cows worth of goods, right? Because that does seem a little bit weird. Like, I'm almost wondering if maybe we got mixed messages because we sacrificed cows to the cow mother. don't know, this game is weird. This game has got some... It really has a way of making you second guess, because you just don't know how detailed it is. It's definitely got some detail behind it, but how much detail? How much is there? Okay, so we'll err on the side of caution, go with more mysteries, and hope for the best this time. Uralda revealed the workings of the Milk Blessing Ritual. Okay, well that's good. At least we got something out of it. At least we got something out of it. Ooh, look at that. Some sensed that the forces of chaos were weaker this year, and would be easier to rout. So, hopefully that means if we go facing undead and or vampires, hopefully that helps us. The God Talkers also say that the omens indicate a typical harvest. So, our reputation is still not moving much. 36 babies were born. We initiated 20 as adults, so the birth rate went down quite a bit, or at least the adult exchange went down a bit. We have 4 fewer people, but 42 more heads of cattle, 35 fewer horses. That's because they were stolen from us. We produced 1,200 bushels of food and ate 900. 164 were lost to spoilage, so we're still pretty good for food. We're actually doing pretty well for food. We produced 1,234... Oh, sorry, I read the thing. Our crafters produced 67 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 31. Okay. So this is something that we may need to keep increasing our trade routes. So maybe we should look at doing that this year. So our shrines are still taking 11 cows and 22 worth of goods. So, okay. So, let's see. If we spend it at all, we don't have any left for emergencies. But if nothing unusual demands our magic, we won't have gotten its benefit. I don't know which is better. That rainbow really helped us. That rainbow, I'm pretty sure, is what gave us 5 magic. Honor Uralda and the Animal Mothers with 2 points of our clan magic. Spend all we can on mysteries, then we can sacrifice to understand important blessings. The women can't learn magic, they need to defend us, allot some for mysteries, and then go for Vinga. We should certainly spend a point or two in trade magic. It's keeping people healthy is better than trying to cure them later. Allocate 2 to health magic. If we still have some wounded, we might want to also sacrifice to Chalana Arroy to heal them. Allot 2 to crops, 2 to herds. Okay, so they all say pretty much the same thing they always do every year. Put it in herds, put it in crops, put it in mysteries, put it in health, put it in trade. Unfortunately, we squandered that one we put into quests, but I think we really need to learn a little bit more about the quests before we actually commit to one, because, as I said, multiple times, people can die in those things. So, and I think also if you fail, bad things can also happen aside from that, depending on how poorly you fail. So anyway, now diplomacy. Did we put some in diplomacy last year and that's why things went so well? I don't remember. But another thing also to consider is that we have got possibly undead coming around now. We definitely have the horse spawn, and now the trolls are attacking us. So maybe we should also consider putting something into war, at least one into war, for future. So anyway, what should we do the usual one in herds, health, crops, mystery? At least that. One in trade, one in war. That seems to be what we do all the time. Okay. So let's do one into war, herds, health, crops, mystery, trade. That tends to be what we typically do. So should we keep more, or should we spend a few more? One in diplomacy. Especially if we're trying to learn more information and lore, maybe one in diplomacy would help us. So do that. See, I don't know. This Forces of Chaos, they're easier to rout. That seems to be like a defensive suggestion, not that we will go out and find it. But anyway, so leave 3 in reserve as usual, or do we want to spend one more? So the end game goal is to create that tribe. We can't create a tribe until we perform the hero quest specifically for that. We can't perform the hero quest until we learn about it. So we either learn about it through sacrificing to the mysteries, learn from our neighbors, or somehow find information on an exploration. So those are the things we need to focus on as we go through here. Okay, so we'll just keep 3 in reserve like usual. Oh boy, and we begin already. A family of travelers petitions you seeking membership in your clan. The father, Farad, speaks on behalf of the others. His family made the dangerous trek from Ezrolia in search of freedom and prosperity. So far they have found only misery. Farad promises hard work and loyalty in return for your generosity. Back in the darkness, this is before the god times, basically, is what he's talking about, like the beginning of the world. The ragged remnants of the Nalda Bin came to our ancestors, who adopted them into the clan. So he's saying we should adopt them. We can assign them as cotters. We can give them land, or and herds, or we can just give them some land. Okay, so cotters are the herders. Those are the sheep and pig farmers. We are not obligated to accept them, but we must treat them with justice while they're here. So we can do this, or we can offer to introduce them to the chieftain of the Rafstani, or the Rakstani, so we can send them to a different clan. If we wish to help them without offending our long-suffering Carls, we need to make them cotters. Okay, so he's basically saying, okay, you can come, but you're only going to be sheep herders. We don't need more mouths to feed. We need more fists to smite our enemies. Okay, so refuse them. We are not obligated to accept them, but we must treat them with justice while we're here. Good things come to those who are merciful, so, again, take them in as cotters or give them to the Rakstani. Send them to the Rakstani. I'm not sure about this. Okay. Let's talk about the Rakstani for a minute. What do we know about them? Rakstanti. They're known for a large boulder with war powers. Their chief is Brillian, and they owe us a favor. Okay. Well, everyone seems to either say we should adopt them as cotters, or we should send them away to the other people. I think right now would be a poor choice to give some land just by itself, because then they wouldn't do anything with that. We don't necessarily have enough cows to give them cows, though. But by doing this, we are going to increase our population, which means that we can change our grazing land. We do have like 115 wildlands that we can increase our grazing land. If we are going to give them herds and land, then we are going to need more cows, which is ever the problem of our tribe. So I would suggest either number 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 or 5. I do not know if we send them away, if that improves our relationship with the Rakstanti. It might be good to be looking at the Rakstanti at some point. They are neutral with us, so having a tribe of warriors might be good in the later game. But we can always do that other ways. So, accept them as cotters, then, is what we're going with. Population plus 6, okay. Although Farad looks disappointed, he thanks you politely for adopting his family. Okay. Content, resolved. Let's look at farming real quick. I just want to see here. So it did We've increased our wildlands. That's weird. Stockpile more food. Food situation seems okay. We'd have plenty of oxen now. We got a lot more. How did that happen? Somehow we decreased our cropland. So apparently we gave away cropland for the pastures? That's weird. 24 hides of wildland. The livestock need to graze on 28 hides of land. Okay. Should have enough food. We could handle 7 more hides of cropland. Okay. Well, we won't do that now. We'll go ahead and call this one here. Our wounded seem to be healed, but we've got a few sick people. Okay. Well, we survived. That's good. We fulfilled what we needed to fulfill. We got the blessing from the Uroxy. We got that thing with Uralda. We had 2 marriages to make sure we had that thing with Uralda. So yeah. Let me look at the relations real quick. The Ansarni. The Ansarni are... Oh, okay, so we're already friends with the Ansarni. They're known for female chieftains, okay, and we're allied with them. The Boscovi are known for their hatred of chaos, and we're still feuding with them. Yeah. So it would probably behoove us to work on relations with the Boscovi. Didn't he say... Somebody said last time that the Oralmarth were probably our best chance to gain a new ally next. So maybe we should look at them next. Yeah. So we're getting there. We just now need to start learning a little bit more about the hero quests and the mysteries. And go from there. Now, I think, you know, I keep cautioning about doing the hero questing too early. But I think that even if we fail the hero quest, we can still survive it. And it's possible that if we get out of it successfully, we can still learn a little bit more about the hero quest. So I think that's another way that we can expand our knowledge. I'll have to look at that. But I think that is possible. You can successfully fail a hero quest. Because there are several options, so that you can end it in kind of a neutral way that is not the story way, but it's also not the bad way. Hero quests seem to be pretty complicated. So, anyway, I think things are going pretty well. Otherwise, our population went up, but it didn't really go up that much. So we're not really starving. We've got a lot of food. Goods are continuing to go up. I think if we increased our trade routes by at least 1 more, we'd be in really good shape for that. Yeah, I mean, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. So I'll do a little bit more reading about the hero questing, just to make sure on the details of that. But yeah, I think this is all good. And of course, even if we don't know in the game all the things, the wiki actually does have the proper choices. So if we wanted to cheat, we could do so, but if we want to do what we know and make it actually canonical with the game, now we need to learn a little bit more. And a little bit more about a lot. I mean, we actually do have a little bit of everything. So we got a little bit about 8 stories, 9 stories. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Just somehow we can only go on these 2. We don't apparently know enough about the others. These are the only 2 we can... So that's weird. We know details about some stuff, but we can't actually go on anything except these 2. Weird. Okay, well, anyway. Things are continuing along pretty well. We've got a good year against chaos coming up, so hopefully we don't have to face too many more raids. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll end it here then. So, thanks for watching once again, and just keep this going. It's a very long game that I kind of wish we could do a little bit more frequently, but talk about this every time. Just have to keep going on. Okay, well, no, it's all right, Pocket Ninja. This is one of those games where it's just kind of a difficult one to keep going on and you know, stay actively engaged with it, just because there's so much to think about. But okay, well, have a good whatever, and I guess I'll see you all next week. So long, everybody.